Hi friends, this is Revati from team number 5. We have gathered some important facts and the key issues regarding the HDFC case study. Now I am going to discuss some of those, and the important facts are: in the mid 2007, HDFC became one of the leading private banks in India that led cybercrime. HDFC Bank realized that its information security framework for online banking was very poor soon after phishing took place. Later, HDFC signed on with RSA Security and US based IS solution company to fight with phishing activities. Fraudsters used dormant online banking for user accounts that would never alert the IS system. Federal government revised regulations on banking system made a severe impact in 1994. Most of the customer initiated transactions were largely depends on online banking. In the first quarter of 2004, Reserve Bank of India ordered all the banks to route their high value payments to the real time gross settlement system. Risk management has been done one of the major concerns of the bank. Online banking customers still worried about security. The past great experience of online transactions influences customers to stick on online banking. In India, above age of 35 use it to go to the bank in person for transactions due to the factor trust. HDFC Bank's target is to reach middle income individuals rather than well settled individuals. And HDFC used adaptive risk modeling for online transactions which pays more attention on risk if the amount being transacted is more enough. If any transactional behavior is found to be incorrect, then red flag will be raised to alert the IS system. 20% of the HDFC's online banking holders never done even a single online transactions. And and the first key issue which we have found is: what are the different parts in authentication mechanism implemented in the HDFC Bank for the sake of online customers? And the alternative course of action is the secure access in the banking circles, and the beneficiaries those who seeking the information from the customers. And the first one is developing a secure access in banking circle. The pros are: it incorporates the details of authentication that was specific individual customers, such as an image, personal message, customer's address. The details will be part of the process of validation of the account holder by the system. The customer will get trust and comfortable with the online transactions and login mechanism. And the consequences are: there is no provision of intervention by banking personnel at the time of financial transaction. There is a lot of complexity for developing this type of mechanism. Sometimes the customer feel inconvenience in the authentication mechanism. And the second one is beneficiaries those who seeking the information from the customers. And the pros are: the bank will collect the customer details to be the part of secure access. The online transactions would be periodic and regular. The process will be mechanical. And the consequences are: the dormant accounts would be vulnerable to attack. The bank will provide a time frame for dormant users to seek a secure access before disabling the accounts. The bank will disable the access for customers who will not use the online medium regularly. And the recommended CO is developing a secure access and the bank will asking the customers to provide the list of account holders. Why? The authentication of transactions concentrated on the integrity of transaction process. It required the use of risk scoring instruments such as an amount being within the specified range, which is based on the account holder's average transaction, and the recipient being the beneficiary designated by the account holder. By implementation of the secure mechanism in the authentication process, the customers can have trust over the banking transactions. More number of people are showing interest towards to maintain the various accounts in the bank. With that, the revenue of the bank will increase drastically. It should be continue to be a leading bank by increasing the market share. Improving the customer satisfaction and loyalty with secure transactions will enhance the various business process associated with the bank. With this mechanism, the customers can monitor the transactions and they can weave the online statements with an efficient manner. Banks will seek the information from the customers to provide the bank with the list of account holders. With that, the customer transaction will be periodical and regular. And the second key issue is how to improve the security of online banking, authentication in the online banking, and the risk management. The evaluations are: authentication in online banking. The pros are: there is no hacking take place by doing authentication. Only valid users are possible to log in the page. Separate profiles are created for the customers so that the security is more. Admin access is possible to check the updates in the banking site. The consequences are: there is no one-time password while doing the transactions, and there are no security questions when the transaction is processing. And the second alternative course of action is risk management. There is no And the pros are: there is no problem when funds are transferred from one person to another who has a bank account. The customer will receive a mail when the transaction has been sent so that it will be beneficial to the customer. And the consequences are: there is no strategic risk developed in the online banking. There is no credit risk in the internet banking, and there is no internet rate risk developed here. And the recommended CO is how to improve the security of online banking. Why? The security of the online banking can be improved by having one-time password and a person login into the page, and should have the security questions should be there in order to process the transaction. Next one is about the risk management. If there are strategic risk, credit risk, and interest rate risk in the risk management, so the security will be high. And the key issue 3 is through which HDFC can influence 35 plus years old customers to get involved in online banking. Alternative course of action is developing an easier graphical user interface for internet banking application, playing awareness advertisements in television which portrays easiness and security of online banking. The evolution is developing an easier graphical user interface for an internet banking application. The pros are the customers can easily understand how to complete the transaction successfully through this user friendly application. This type of interface does not require more knowledge of technology because of its simplicity. It saves time, manpower, and the consequences are customer has to have minimum knowledge of computer and interest. Developing such an user interface may be difficult and money consuming process. Consumer worries what if the internet connection interrupts while the bigger transactions. And the evolution is other evolution is playing awareness advertisements in television which portrays easiness and security of online banking. The pros are the advertisement can create enthusiasm on online banking among the customers, and the customers will give a try on online banking. The easiest way to switch the offline banking customers to online customers with less investment. Customers will start trusting the online banking, and the consequences are customers do not believe in such hypes, and some may skip the advertisement segment while watching the television. Some customers may persist to continue with offline transactions due to the bank employees' sincere service. Customers will not adopt change very easily, it may take more time. And the recommended CO is developing an easier graphical user interface for internet banking application. Why? This kind of user-friendly interface will provide understandable step-by-step procedure for any online transaction. There will be some tutorials placed in the home page of banking to help the customers know how easier is the process which you are about to do. There is where the bank starts gaining trust among the customers. Once a customer is experiencing a better online banking transaction, he or she may continue with online banking. This will reduce the manpower. Customers do not have to travel the bank and stand in long queue. Subsequently, the bank may reduce its employees since most of its customers are switching to complete the online banking. These are the key issues and the important facts which we found out. Thank you.